Tight Sports Reactionary Exclusive.
I just thank you for joining me here on Tight Sports. I had to get this out. My friends over there, the Auburn Addicts and the Water Cooler Talk podcast, they came together, I guess, yesterday, and I heard my name. I knew something was going on because this morning I got up and I had a little itch right here. That don't never itch for me. So I said, let me look and see what's going on. So I pulled up the old Tight Sports YouTube machine produced by Google. And I said, let me go into the YouTube box and see. Oh, okay, let me click on that. I heard my name. This is what I heard about myself.
Think he'll be back.
For a minute. The question is, did you or any other Alabama fan or anybody in the nation think that Alabama was going to lose 2 to 3 games after the loss at Texas and after they went to USF? Did you think they were going to lose more than 2 or 3 games, or at least 2 or 3 games? Based on what I saw 6 games being lost if you didn't make changes. We have the coach of the year, folks, and I knew he was going to make incremental changes. And that USF game, I think it's a statement game, not for the people on the team, but for all the mouths that were saying that Jalen Milroe wasn't a quarterback. Jalen Milroe wasn't the best quarterback, at least on the team. You know what I'm saying? But after that USF game, we know what the truth is. So let's see what he said.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say we with the 9-2, 9-3 predicting 3 losses, and I told Tight, man, even Alabama fans thought they was gonna lose 2 or 3 games when they lost to Texas. The way Texas did them,
LSU,
and then they went to USF and struggled,
Tennessee,
and they put them 2 quarterback in, and they looked like
possibly
trash. They thought they was
Bowl.
losing 2 or 3 games too. I don't think nobody, even they Alabama fans, wrote them off too.
But
and I was like, told him, like, bro, like, go on, lie to me and tell me you did. But he thought they was gonna lose 2 or 3 too.
You had people talking about it might be time for Nick Saban to retire.
Sure.
Mischievous
That wasn't
and
me.
deceitful,
I ain't never seen like that.
chicanerous and deplorable.
But I heard the same thing. I heard people say, DC said that, it's a possibility. And I was like, He said, it's a possibility. I was like, They bring Prime down to Tuscaloosa. Like what? What he coming to a coach's clinic? Because you got to be kidding me. Now, I did see a video. He had already heard it. I sent him a video, and there were people talking this craziness because, let's be honest, the algorithm earlier in the season, even now, is coming from the negative side. When you put Coach Prime on a video, it goes crazy now. The computer is trying to see who wants to see it because he was hot. He hot for being, kind of turning into popular saying on Auburn Addicts, turned into like trash juice here at the end of the season. But yeah,
Tired, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I was like,
Yes,
come on.
yeah. Some people was like, man, it's Lane Kiffin time. They had wrote them off now.
they bring
wrote
Lane
'em off.
Kiffin.
All right, let's stay right there. Let me ask y'all this
Health
because
denial.
y'all were strong on this at the beginning of the year. Do y'all think LSU still is more talented than Alabama?
Yes.
It doesn't matter what they think. The truth be told is, I don't think it has nothing to do about talent to the point of better talent. It's what you do with the talent. I mean, I remember I was playing when I was really into golf, and I kept saying, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, and I was telling this guy who could really golf. Matter of fact, it's a good friend of mine. He's a scratch golfer, grew up on a golf course working, and he just said, I was saying, yeah, I'm about to get this club. It's like $650, and this driver's going to allow me to do this and that and the other. He was like, well, don't get too crazy there, man, because I'm going to tell you like this. He said, Tiger Woods could get on an airplane, fly to any course you're willing to meet him at, drop by Walmart, pick up a set of left-handed clubs, take you on that golf course, and still beat you by 20 strokes playing left-handed. It is what it is. That's how good he is. Now, if he has his clubs against like-minded individuals, Tiger gonna struggle playing left-handed. That's why he don't do it. But when he's able to pick out his own clubs to fit fit what he does or what he wants to do. At one time, he was very dominant. You have to go to, I don't know who's running golf now because nobody's run golf like Tiger Woods and, used to run it. But it's just like Nick Saban. On the level he's on, competing against Kelly and, the big boys, over the last since 2007, 2009, he knows what he's going to do with his talent. And that's all that matters, especially if he can be successful. And the team is in transition now. DC and I have talked about this before, that we're going away from that Bryce throw it all around looking like the Big 12 out here, because that's hard to replicate. It's just hard. Jalen running around, making a couple passes, hopefully more accurate, is easier to replicate than a Bryce Young. When we had McCarron, that was typical quarterback play in college. Couple of drop backs, strong running game, hidden receivers, tight ends. That's what we're going kind of back to with McCarron. We had the Florida State transfer. Everybody forgets his name, but he won that championship at Alabama. But when we went to that tour, that Bryce, you just can't go out and pick those up as easy as you can go out and get somebody like a McCarron, like a Jalen, a 50-50, or this Jalen Milroe. And then have a power running game and a very strong defense. So good luck to everybody out there who want to win the Heisman Trophy with their quarterback. I think Nick Saban has learned after messing around with Lane Kiffin, we out of that business. We had a great passing attack with somebody throwing the ball to Cooper all the time. 70% of our passing offense went right up into a doggone SEC championship or national championship game. I can't remember. They triple teamed that man all night, and it's like our quarterback didn't even realize we had other people on the team. We got out of that. We're out of that. We're done. We're moving on back to where we started this thing. Beating people up, making people want to quit. But let's see what these guys got to say.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I think
after how they
this is my stance on that, DC. I think Nick Saban is a better coach than Brian Kelly. That's the reason why they're winning.
Word, son.
Talent wise, I still have my stance.
Okay. You still think LSU is more talented than Alabama?
Yeah, I think Nick Saban just has a better system than what LSU has in Baton Rouge. Because look at it. He took a Pete Golden, that was a defense coordinator.
Takes all these coaches to the
would argue is not. I don't think he would be one of the top 5 people you would think of when you want to hire him.
Mm-hmm.
Be a defense coordinator.
All these coaches,
they still won. What they still went to the national championship game? No, that was not that year. That was the year after.
I think they did.
I think they did. They did go to the national championship game with Pete Golden. Now granted, you had a Tua and a Bryce Young on that team, but still though,
word, son,
was still. You had a Will Anderson on that team.
Yeah,
you had
defense wasn't. It wasn't like defense was trash.
He was still. He was still. It's a system. It's a system. He really has a factory up there at Alabama where he can just plug and play.
Process.
I think that's what Jimbo's getting ready to go to the coaches rehabilitation program at Alabama.
No. Jimbo used his ticket at LSU.
It'd be perfect.
Jimbo used his. He used his at LSU. He can't come back.
I think Alabama.
No. Jimbo was at LSU. He got all the. He got all the Saban juice he needed, and maybe he is running flat. But I don't know. I don't trust Jimbo on the sidelines or in the press box or in the locker room or cleaning the restrooms at Alabama. I think he can't be trusted. I don't know why he left Florida State other than to pull off this caper up here, this maskless contract field coaching larceny. He just pulled off. Congratulations to you, though, Jimbo. I want to be just like you one day. But no. We don't need that. That spirit. We don't need that spirit. Why would he be going to try to get another job? He's 59. He just made $76 million. He don't need no coaching rehab yet. He need to find a way where he can coach football and don't have to worry about breaking his contract. So I like to introduce him as a next coach somewhere in the CFL, or maybe he can go to the XFL, coach for free. Because he don't need to come around,
Alabama's more talented. Addicts, everybody in the comments, tell me who y'all think more talented, Alabama or LSU. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we'll let y'all decide on that. Now, let me ask y'all this. With the loss we had to New Mexico State going into the Iron Bowl.
Don't nobody care about that. Let me get my next point. In this clip, they're talking about, I guess, I don't listen to him. I guess Hugh Freeze has made comments about the players during the game. And, I mean, a lot of players failed during the game. Instead of, praising them up in public and, admonishing them later at practice or whatever, these guys are, Prime does it. I've seen it I've seen people criticize a kind of a group, and I still don't think that's very smart, because you got to be thinking about recruiting in the back of your mind. You got to be thinking about that next crew that's coming on. I mean, when Coach Prime said that thing about, we got to get us some linemen in here, blah, 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 and this, that, and the other, and then he say in one group we need to get some dogs. I mean, people have pride in being canines when they're on the field, and then you saying I'm not no canine, I'm a puppy or a cat, which is worse. I don't understand that, but let's hear what the boys from Water Cooler Talk podcast and from Auburn Addicts have to say about it.
Go ask him, Nick, straight up.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him straight up. Like, what's going on with that? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, I understand recruiting, sir. I really understand that, but you don't hear Nick Saban talking about recruiting during the season.
No. Well, we're in the season right now. We'll do recruiting after the season, and when it gets this recruiting time, we can talk about recruiting.
Sounds good.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
Dan Mullen still got fired.
We need help. We need help.
That's a prime way to lose your locker room, man. Wow. The people in there, if they don't feel like they're talented enough, they will turn against you, or they will shut down. Like you said, Nick, that was a bad coaching decision to even stand on them like that in the press conference.
So y'all saying that's hurting the team as a whole is his method of recruiting he using.
His messaging sometimes is kind of like off. Yeah, his
right,
messaging.
Put it like this: if your employer got in front of millions of people and downed your work, how would you feel coming to work the next day?
You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't a God-fearing man and it didn't matter.
That's exactly.
I feel like trash.
That is the perfect analogy. That's exactly what Freeze is doing.
Like my brother say, I feel like trash juice. I wouldn't even feel like the trash. I feel like the juice, the juice that be in the bottom of the thing after you take out the trash. When you feel like trash, feel like trash juice.
Oh God, that's hilarious, man. That's funny.
My first job was with Waste Management when I was 16 years old in Tampa, Florida. I became very intimate with trash juice because I worked not on the back of the truck, but I worked in the distribution center or the hub for an area in Tampa, and just a little do boy around the garage and out there by the landfill. So when I talking about maggots and trash juice, that's all I did all summer was basically clean up trash juice. And trash juice, it can eat the soles off the bottom of regular shoes. Whether they get gummed up, you get so much stuff stuck on the bottom of your shoe, it gets gummy, and it just makes the bottom of your shoe just slick. But it's a combination of just stuff that has melted under the acids and the chemicals in there. It's just disgusting. And it has to be cleaned up or it will bore a hole through concrete. So, trash juice I'm very familiar with. But I like that point. I mean, it was like, what if your boss didn't wait for like a one-on-one or go to the conference table and tell the whole team? No, he waited for the annual report, the annual meeting with all the stockholders and all the investors out there. and he coming in and say, I just want to let everybody know that this company stock price is down because of this guy right here and those two ladies over there. Yep, right there. That's why we're down 21%, folks. Yep. I'm the CEO. That's what my director told me. My associate director, the two managers, they pointed to these three employees. So I'm gonna let them come up here and explain themselves. No, it's just like you gotta quit. You gotta quit because you're gonna hurt somebody. If it was me, it's gonna be some tables moving up in there, just like this table's moving. It's gonna be some furniture moving. Thank you for that, Bernie Mac. There's gonna be some furniture moving up in there. That's crazy. But I mean, how we expect these players to feel? Not to mention, some of them are in the teenage thing. And these days, how mature are you when you're under 25? How mature are you when you're under 25 years old this day? We ain't talking about my granddad. Well, my granddaddy, who was born in 1911, 12, something, when he was 25, things were very real by the time you hit 15 years old. Yeah, it was real. Really, really real. 25-year older today? Come on, man.
Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! We talking Iron Bowl talk, man. I know it's hard to see the light, man.
Can you see the light?
Maybe not for y'all. I'm gonna say for me, it's hard to see a path for victory to me, man. So,
see, one thing I've always criticized my Auburn comrades about is that I really do think they get off on this winning this Iron Bowl thing when, we like to control the state. Alabama about them titles, boss. I got to look it up. I think we lost to Auburn one year, went to SEC championship, still won the national championship. And it ain't like when we won the SEC championship, it was like nanny boo-boo. We used to do that back in the 80s and the 90s, like, well, we won the conference, and which was very rare. But when we won the conference to beat Auburn, but now it's like, after them first two titles under Saban, man, we like, whatever we got to do, we already took our loss for the year. Can somebody, national championship table for him, please?
So I need some encouragement, y'all. I need y'all to tell me something. Give me some hope, man. Give me a path to victory, Marcus. Tell me something that is going to encourage me. Give me a path to victory. Give me some hope, Marcus.
We played against Arkansas. That's the only way I can see the path to victory.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta bring that spirit back. We gotta bring that efficiency back. We gotta bring that hunger for the game back. Other than that, I'm with you, DC. It's hard to see the light, bro.
Talk to me, Nick. Nick, you ain't me and Marcus in the same boat. We over here on the couch, hopeless.
I'm not.
Okay, talk to us. Bring us hopeless. Come on, Nick.
I'm saying right now, I think this is going to be the best game Auburn plays all season.
What?
Really? Yes, I'm just looking at their head coach, man. He's gonna be up for the game. He
ain't playing.
He gonna be up for the game. That's all. I just know that he gonna be up for it. It even goes back to last year doing the introductory press conference.
This they man now.
He was asked the question because the whole thing about him and Nick Saban and Miss Terry being all they being good friends and stuff. He was asked and he said, "Well, I hope that they nervous right now."
Okay.
He said that. What
are you talking about?
He measures the SEC by Nick Saban. He wants to beat Nick Saban. I mean, he did it twice at Ole Miss.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. What are they, about 180, 212 probably Division I teams, 212. So it's probably 211 coaches that want to beat Nick Saban. Just want to be clear.
But he wants to beat Nick Saban.
So you think Nick, that man been drawing up? He been working on this game plan the whole season. That's why we ain't nothing been working.
Now that may sound funny, but it's not. It's not. When Alabama lost to Florida in the SEC championship, Nick Saban, I think he did talk to the team on the plane, something. But one of them coordinators that was with him at the time, I think it was Kirby. He reportedly said that Nick was sitting there watching the film, taking notes on the plane back to Tuscaloosa. And, to finish the rest of the story, Tim Tebow was crying on the sideline next year.
You're going to see some stuff that you ain't seen all season. Watch this.
It's like ain't nothing been working because Hugh Freeze been working on this one game.
He's been working on this one game. You're going to see some stuff you ain't seen all season.
And that's
Hugh
not
Freeze
crazy.
gonna be like, oh, yeah.
You're right.
And that's why I told him I thought this was a bigger game. It says it's a big game for Alabama. Yeah, we don't win the championship every 3 years, But what if we start winning the championship every 4 years for the next 8 years? I don't think nobody would really mind. Because we just want to win the championships. Every 3 years is great. It's fantastic. Maybe 2, since Kirby went and did it, Kirby Smart. Maybe we can win 2 in a row, then come back, miss one, and then win another one 2 in a row. That would be even great. But I thought this game was bigger for Auburn because if this man wins with this pedestrian offense and, this team, and I think that's one reason why they've been able to keep up with Alabama so much because we're trying to play finesse. I think their defense is set up to stop the finesse team. They're set up to stop or slow down somebody that's slinging the ball all over the place. But can you take these knees, elbows, and foreheads in your chest? We'll find out tomorrow.
I hope you're right, bro.
You about to see this. And
you done got out. Look, Nick, you done got our hope. Look how me and Marcus smiling.
I hope you're right, man.
I said it yesterday.
I hope you're right, bro.
I said it yesterday. I said if Auburn lose that game to New Mexico State, watch this. They're gonna be out.
If Auburn lose the game to New Mexico State, watch this. Hold my beer. That don't make sense. I believe in intransitive property. I'm sorry. If A is greater than B and B is greater than C, A is greater than C.
What are you talking about?
Find somebody. I don't care. I know the coach at New Mexico State, he used to work. He beat him and he was at Liberty. They friends. They wanted to work together. So maybe he had the But find somebody to tell me that New Mexico State, if New Mexico State is if it's a 100-story building and New Mexico State lives on the 27th floor, which is where I think they live, where does Alabama live? Are we in the top 5%? Of course not. We are number 8 in the country. How is New Mexico State ranked? Nowhere, not at all. I have to go research and get one of the lists that rank teams through the whole 100, and I don't even know where to do that on a regular basis. Excuse me. But if New Mexico State is living on the 27th floor of the 100th floor national NCAA football teams or FBS or whatever you call them, what floor does Alabama live on? I cannot envision at this time, late in the season, after all the bumps and bruises, after we done pulled players out and pushed players in and went through injuries, pulled people out in the 4th game like, son, you ain't playing here no more. Time to hit the portal. What world right now does New Mexico State walk? We can go to New Mexico. Do we go to New Mexico and get beat by New Mexico State?
You said it yesterday. You said it yesterday.
You did. If it happened, Nick, hey, bro.
I'm telling you right now. And the fact of the matter is,
you heard it here first.
Every time they play that game in Auburn, it's a close game.
Okay.
It's a close game every time they play that game in Auburn. Literally, they even with TJ Finley at quarterback, it went to 3 overtimes.
Watch this.
Like, it's just something about the Iron Bowl
it's a
Auburn
weird game. It's a weird
to where
game.
it always ends up being some type of classic.
It's a weird game.
Minus the 2015 year.
What happened 2015?
Other than that,
what happened 2015?
Those have been close games.
Those
have been something weird happens in that game. Somebody don't fall out of bounds. Somebody don't fall down in bounds to end the game like they're supposed to.
A kick six.
A kick six. Something.
Yeah.
A blowout on Auburn blow them out. It's something. So and with the fact that Hugh Freeze is going to be up for this game, I'm pretty sure today in that team meeting today, he had some words for them. It was like the Christian part of Hugh Freeze will come out today.
I got a question though, Dave. I got a question.
Come on, man. Talk to me, man.
You critical about what he said about the team. Do you feel like that he could possibly lose the locker room before this last game, or have players playing uninspired after those comments?
Ooh,
I think it's hard to play uninspired against Alabama. I think that's hard.
That's not asking.
I mean, because I mean, it's such a.
Did you order that Core Red
team that Auburn likes?
Did you order that Core Red?
In Alabama,
he didn't. Hey, he didn't answer the question.
Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's because that's a rivalry too. Don't get it twisted. Like I know for the past couple of years, it's been
he answered the question. He said,
but
based on what the coach has already done,
real...
based on the abuse that the coach has put them at, the mental trauma that he's caused these players by calling them out in the public. Do you think that it's? I'm telling you. I had a hustler. I had a scoutmaster that taught us how to hustle. I did not respect the man though until later in life. We was okay then. But man, the money we used to make under that dude, and then I found out by the time I went to college we were supposed to be making as a nonprofit. It profited me. Yeah, you take him to jail because he was telling us to hustle and grind. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I think I would have made more money if he was kind of like with me. But that's okay. You heard him say it. Yeah, they'll be up. I think Auburn probably, when it comes to being motivated by external factors, their crowd is unbelievable. The environment there, the whole Tiger Walk, you know, it's moving. So yeah, it's gonna be hard not to be up. But when you look at that sideline and you like, man, I'm always going Georgia State, man. Oh boy, over there they losing 2 linebackers. I'm always going over there and take one of those spots. Play on TV half the season, may go to a bowl game, still got a chance for pros. Is it worth it? And these kids, and I can be in the ATL, man. Sitting down here, mall closed at 9:35. This is just an indication of who we working with right here.
Is Brighton Nick?
Oh my God! Don't
Nick.
Stop.
Nick, we got to talk about it, Nick. Nick, Nick, we got to talk about it.
Come on,
we got to talk about it, Nick.
All right.
You said
stand on it.
Before the season, Bryce Young was a top 10 quarterback before the season started.
Oh my God.
I did.
Me and Marcus kicked back on it. You know what I'm saying? That was a big kickback. Now, what I want to know is Bryce Young still a top 10 quarterback?
Yes.
Folks.
I am not a
folks. I'm just stop right there. Let's stop this part right here. Look, I love Bryce, but just like the greatest college football player to ever put on a uniform, Cam Newton, he was cursed for the moment he walked in North Carolina. Is something wrong with that program? Maybe they can fix it under Bryce, but he was with Rivera. Rivera's a nice guy. He's not a great coach. He was an awesome player. He's not a great coach. He knows a lot about defense. That offense is trash. But does Bryce, is he even with his last coach here in the NFL? I don't know. He's shown flashes, but what we just heard, sir, out of Sir Nick Frazier's mouth is absolute garbage.
And I sat here and said that long term, I think Bryce Young gonna have a better career than CJ Stroud. But it is what it is. You know, we'll see what happens.
I'll take that back.
Got you, man. All right, let's go with these. Let's go with these predictions, man. For
get to it, baby. 38-17 right here.
Predictions. Who want to go first?
38-17.
Give me an Iron Bowl prediction.
Need 21 points. At least 21 points.
My boy Nick, even though we had a spirited debate, I really believe in what he's saying.
Okay.
I really believe that Hugh Freeze will win games that he's supposed to win. I mean, win games that he's supposed to lose, and lose games he's supposed to win. I'm gonna stand behind my boy on that one, and I say Auburn win 27-24.
27-24 Auburn.
Nick,
hope that don't happen.
Talk to me, man.
Lord, have mercy.
Talk to me.
Auburn wins, but I to be completely honest with you, I don't even know what the score going.
Stop the cap.
I don't even see. I see. This is it's weird for me to say that I think Auburn wins the game. I just don't know what the score is going to be like because I think the defense is going to be up. I think you're going to see the defense play inspired, play out of their minds. I think the defense holds Alabama. I think they stop Jalen Murrow.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
If that happens, that's the only thing that he can do because we know he can't throw the intermediate ball for nothing in the world. But if that's all he can do and he can't run, our defense will keep him in check. It just really depends on what the offense does the first drive of the game. And I see that, and I see what they do in the first drive. That would tell me a lot. But if I had to pick a score right now, I would go Auburn. I think this game goes into the 30s. I will go Auburn 34, Alabama 33.
I'm gonna go, and bro, in the spirit of holding feet to the fire, man. I picked Auburn to win last week, bro, and I was wrong, bro.
You got that right.
Wrong.
You got that right.
I was wrong.
You got
It is what it is, bro. So you don't win them all. You don't pick them all. If we picked them all and they picked them all, if all our predictions were right, bro, we wouldn't even be on the show. We'll be somewhere in Dubai. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be right here, baby. Right here.
Yeah, for sure. Come talk to me. You see what I'm saying? So ain't nobody 100%. We all get it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Nick, you ain't the first one to get a prediction wrong. You know what I'm saying? My predictions, I don't remember wrong. I was wrong this week. So
I know I'm wrong.
Ain't no shame in that, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect your strength in making your prediction. Some folk won't make a prediction.
Yeah.
I'm scared. But anyway, I'm gonna make this prediction.
Nervous.
I'm picking Auburn, and I'm picking Auburn to lose.
Oh!
Sorry, addicts. It ain't personal.
Smart man right there.
Because it ain't personal. I got
kids love it.
I just gotta go with how
the kids
love
Hopefully
it. I'm wrong. I'm going Auburn 10.
Who hope they wrong?
Alabama 41.
Wow, you really do not believe in Auburn's defense. You really believe in Alabama's defense. Yeah. Wow.
I believe.
Inside note. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. No, that was my. He actually was my quarterback. We played for them Green Fork Bulldogs. It's a Pee Wee team, y'all. But that's my quarterback.
Kevin Steele coming to put on the show.
Wow.
We all going to put on the show, man.
Y'all forgot about Kevin Steele behind the wheels of steel.
Biggest show in
town. Y'all know what y'all did to him last year when they was trying to get him.
Inside knowledge.
Stop the Steele stuff out.
Man, we ain't Kevin Steele, old man coverage. Getting deep.
All right, I'm telling y'all, man. Kevin Steele coming to put. If he don't or do, if Hugh Freeze is a better chess match player than him, so be it. Listen, y'all. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really hope Nick right.
31.
Yeah, I hope Nick right. I hope you right, Marcus. I hope y'all right, man. I'm just kind of going
31 points
off just what I see, man.
He just
and maybe this last game got me Jay Nick looking like, man, what's wrong with you? It is what it is, man. I think Auburn gonna get blew off the field, man.
I
don't think that.
Look here. He said blown off the field, folks.
I think this past week, past week, Auburn, in the way that the old folks said, started smelling their britches a little bit.
Sure.
After them 3 wins, after that 3-week period. I really think they came into last week and they were just like, all right, we just gonna come out here, we gonna show up, we gonna be Auburn. We Auburn. And they just gonna come in and we just gonna run over and we gonna run the ball and we gonna go and put 35 points on him and walk out of here with a W. I really believe that's what happened. I really don't think they took this week. I really don't think they took last week serious.
Gotcha. And I believe that.
I really believe it. And to be completely honest with you, this is actually a good matchup. Alabama's offense against Auburn's defense.
Auburn's defense, I agree.
Really good matchup in favor of Auburn's defense. Now Auburn's offense against Alabama defense, that would favor Alabama's defense.
Wait a minute.
Now Auburn's offense against Alabama defense, Auburn's defense. To be honest with you, this is actually a good matchup. Alabama's offense against Auburn's defense.
Auburn's defense, I agree.
Really good matchup in favor of Auburn's defense.
Let me think about that. Auburn could not stop New Mexico State, who does not go very fast. They literally snapped the ball with 3 to 5 seconds at the end of the play clock. They let them guys score 24 points. Alabama is favored by 13 and a half. And they need to win by 41. I mean, winning the game, that's great. But we need to win by 21. We do. Peyton Thorne. I don't. Let me see. Auburn's, their defense, their pass defense is a problem. Their rush defense is not a problem. And our numbers are so skewed because our numbers at the beginning of the year were just off. I don't know, man. I just think when they play against finesse teams, they do better. I don't know. Many teams are not built the way Alabama's team is built. It's built more in the mode of, the earlier Alabama championship teams from, I'm going to say from 2007 when we didn't win nothing, all the way through like 2014 or 13 when everything was it just hurt. It just hurt to play Alabama. It just hurt. If you go and watch my team out there, Arizona, inflicting punishment and pain. That's what the offense needs to be about. Every once in a while, you draw them in to beat them deep. Draw them in to hit the linebacker, hit the Jason McClellan. But really, we just want to run 250. I feel like that guy from 300. What they call him? The God King, idiot, talking about he was God. Anyway, he was talking about just come over. I just want to run 300 yards up the middle of the field. I am merciful. That's what we want to do. We want to run 300 yards right up between the tackles on your defense. Please, don't make this difficult.
Now, Auburn's offense against Alabama defense, that would favor Alabama's defense. So this is going to be a defensive game.
I hope we get 2 touchdowns out of that.
My personal opinion. So which OC?
Oh, 3.
The Hugh Freeze, Kent Austin, Philip Montgomery regime against Tommy Rees, which one is going to scheme better to win? And just based on what I'm seeing, I honestly believe just because this game is in Auburn, I think Auburn has a chance to win this game. I still think it gets into the 30s.
Everybody got a chance to win the game. That's true.
Or something like that. Maybe something like 34, 33 is what I said. But it's a possibility this game could actually be, we could probably see this be like a 17-14 game as well.
Yeah, I think you want to say something.
Yeah, I was basically gonna echo what Nick was saying. Like, to me, this past week, this past Saturday was the smack in the mouth that defense needed to wake up. Because, like Nick said, I feel like our defense matches up great with their offense, Alabama's offense. So I feel like it's gonna be a defensive game.
Yeah,
and I'm like UDC, I don't see it, but if I know Nick knows football, so I'm hoping what Nick says about Hugh Freeze, that offensive genius, that we see that. That's my hope, because like you said, I see what you see, DC, offensively, but my hope is to see Hugh Freeze take that next step in this game, because if he's the coach of the future that we need him to be, it has to start next week. We have to see at least signs of it.
Yeah, and I will say this, man. Just doing this show, man, and hopefully we'll get together and do a post game. But just doing the show with you guys, man, we did a whole season, and so far with everybody who's been on the show, man, especially us three, and it's not tooting the horn, it's just saying that, man, somebody been right.
Yeah,
it's never it hasn't been a show where you can go back and look and be like, bro, all of them was wrong.
Well, I will agree with him, DC right there, and say, yeah, DC's going to be right. I don't know about 31 points. I just want to share this with. I heard my name, got the itch. I had to get in here. Plus, I need to do a little bit of something about, it's big week, Iron Bowl week, big for the Bama Nation. And I'm in a new chair, and I'm about to fall and really, literally bust my teeth open on this desk because my chair is down. This is the backup chair, and it's very uncomfortable. But I do expect. I think I wanted to. I have to do my math, so it's 8. Yeah, 38-17 is the score that I have. I have seen Auburn play. What Peyton Thorne would have to do is he would have to consistently beat Kool-Aid. He would consistently have to beat Arnold. He would consistently have to beat Caleb Downs and just throw the most perfect passes throughout the entire game, or at least the first half, maybe just break Alabama's back. If he does that, then they can win this game. They can stay in this game, but they have to stop the pass rush. I do expect turnovers to happen because of the defense. I'm hoping that we can get 2 turnovers deep in their territory and turn them into touchdowns if we don't just get a scoop and score or a pick 6 or like the guy in Dallas. You might as well going to get you 2 or 3 of them. He got 5. Why we can't get 2 or 3 from 2 different people? They're going to have a problem moving the ball on us, especially when we make those adjustments. This defense, I don't think people realize what happened to LSU when it comes to probably the best quarterback out there right now. For 3 quarters, three quarters and a little bit of the fourth, this man, he did things in the first 2 quarters that, he was just unstoppable. Then, 3rd quarter, done. We tried to rush him in the first half with 4 people. Then they made some adjustments, and they went to 5. They stopped spying them. They just went to 5 people, rushed them. They did nothing. That offense is still the number 1 offense in the country. This offense is not.